We welcome you back to Marathon Music Works in Nashville, Tennessee. Time for our main event of the evening, the V3 Featherweight title fight. Here's the challenger, Cromwell Dynamite Stewart from Nashville, Tennessee. So he'll have the home crowd behind him. But he's going up against one of the most popular fighters on V3, Tripp Carter from Marion, Arkansas. And the Arkansans have come to Nashville in full force. Cromwell Stewart fighting out of Nashville MMA, trained under Ed Clay.
I'll tell you what, Cromwell is tough. He's trains under Ed Clay and Sean Hammonds. Nashville MMA, absolutely dominant wrestler. He just won a fight versus Zach Hicks, who Zach Hicks is absolutely tough, a V3 veteran. So he's going to look to get this on the ground and punish Tripp.
Stewart 9-2 in his career. All-American high school wrestler at Father Ryan here in Nashville. Over 70 victories, third in the state as a sophomore, second in the state as a junior and a senior. May turn pro after this fight, win or lose. We'll have to see afterwards if that is a decision he will make. Stewart turned down several college wrestling scholarships, including some offers from D1 schools, Rick, to play football at UT Martin, where he was an all-conference defensive back for the Skyhawks. And in his career, picked off Tony Romo twice when Romo was at Eastern Illinois.
Very nice little side note there. Yeah, this guy's an athlete. He's just not a fighter, just not a wrestler or a football player. He can pretty much do everything.
Cross trains with Nashville's top Muay Thai instructor, Chris Beasley. There he is, Cromwell Dynamite Stewart. Only 5'6", but dynamite comes in small packages, as you are all well aware of. Well, here we go. Get ready to welcome in one of the most colorful fighters that has ever graced the V3 cage. Tripp Carter from Marion, Arkansas, and Team SWAT. He is the reigning V3 Featherweight champion. He wants to retain the belt after it's all said and done. Fights for Team SWAT, striking, wrestling, and technique. Also, Memphis boxing gym training under pro fighter Brian the Law Hall.
Absolutely. Tripp, we know what he brings to the cage. He brings power in both hands. He brings great takedown defense. He's fighting probably one of the best fighters he's ever faced in the cage tonight with Cromwell Stewart. Hopefully neither opponent has underestimated each other, and they make this a great battle.
Carter 8-2 in V3 fights. He's won 6 straight. He defeated Jesse James Wallace for the featherweight title with a first-round KO. Let's take a look at the tail of the tape brought to you by Budweiser. First of all, for the challenger, Cromwell Stewart from Nashville, Tennessee. He's 30 years of age, 145 the official weigh, and again, 5'6". He gives up a lot of inches of height, 5 in fact, to his opponent. He is a boxer. Tripp Carter, just 24 years of age, also 145. He's 5'11", and he is a kickboxer. How do you expect this fight to at least start off?
Well, I'm going to expect it to start off both standing, getting in there, establishing the center of the cage, the ground. Tripp has always been the aggressor in all the fights, but he's never fought an opponent like this.
Carter's also won the V3 Lightweight Championship, which he gave up, now has the Featherweight title. He owns the second fastest knockout in V3 history, 8 seconds versus Steve Cornelius. He has the height and the reach advantage, but does he have the overall advantage? You hear some boos from some of the fans who are supporting the homegrown product Cromwell Stewart, but many here to see Tripp Carter as they get set to get it on. Here's Michael Kelly with the introduction.
V3 Legion, this main event and championship bout is brought to you by Budweiser. Grab some buds. And is set for 3-minute rounds in the featherweight division. And when the bell rings, the referee in charge of the action, the third man in the cage, will be Jason Wilkerson. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. He wears the red trunks with the black trim. At 5 feet 6 inches, he weighed in at 145 pounds. A boxer and a wrestler with an impressive MMA record of 9 wins and 2 losses. Representing Nashville MMA and fighting out of Nashville, Tennessee, Cromwell the cage. His adversary fighting out of the red corner. He wears the black trunks with the red trim. At 5 feet 11 inches, he weighed in at 145 pounds. A kickboxer with an MMA record of 12 wins and 2 losses. Representing SWAT and fighting out of Marion, Arkansas, he is the reigning V3 Featherweight champion, Tripp Carter.
Thank you, Michael Kelly. The fans have definitely picked their sides in this one. Third man in the cage is referee Jason Wilkerson. Will bring the two together for the final instructions before we get it on.
All right, gentlemen, this is 3-minute rounds. You're both at the rules meeting. Blue, do you have any questions? Red, do you have any questions? Hook it up. Let's do it.
Stewart stone-faced. Carter, lively, game, always trying to put on a show. This one will be fun. Cromwell Dynamite Stewart, the challenger. Tripp Carter is the champion. It's the V3 Featherweight title on display tonight here in Nashville. Round one, here we go. And expect fireworks early.
Most definitely. Like I said, Tripp likes to come out fast and just throw it down.
And he ate a left there from Stewart. That was quick. There's a right. And now Stewart with a take. Oh, and a slam. Yes, he's successful.
I'll tell you what, Cromwell is tough with wrestling. He set that up perfectly. Most people just shoot in, set it up with the punches.
Carter tried to get him away via kick, was unable to do it. Now he's trying to choke him.
Tell you what, Tripp is tough. He's absolutely strong. He doesn't look that strong, but man, he is strong as hell.
Yeah, if you're seeing Carter for the first time, believe me, he has taken punishment in fights that he has won. And won convincingly, but still took punishment. He's back up on his feet, and he's loose now.
Like I said, he could get out.
Yeah. We'll see how his composure is. Nice combination there. Good kick by Carter.
Here comes Carter putting on his offensive show.
We know Stewart has the composure. He's calm, cool, and collected. Carter is a fiery fighter, so we'll see.
Absolutely. Cromwell looks so composed in there, but he just took a nice leg kick.
Oh, and another big takedown by Stewart. He waited, and that was like a UT Martin tackle back in his college days.
That was an absolutely perfectly timed takedown by Cromwell Stewart. Right now, I don't think Tripp is going to try to get out of this. Doesn't look like he's got as much fire as he had on that first takedown.
Well, he's finding out what this Cromwell Stewart's all about. Forget 5'6". As I mentioned, little things can be very, very spectacular, and he has been throughout this 9-2 amateur career. But Carter is the same, 12-2, and he is just as impressive.
Absolutely. Both these guys, you know, they're putting on a good show, and both tough as nails, so I don't want to count anybody out in the first round.
We know Carter doesn't have a lot of patience, so I don't know if he's going to just sit and let this happen to him. He's trying to get out as much as he can, but he's having a problem. And there's some good ground and pound by Cromwell
it
Stewart.
could be over. It could be. I don't see Tripp getting KO'd here, but he's taking shots to the back of the head and the side of the head, and they're taking his toll on him.
Well, Jason Wilkerson will be the judge of that, the third man in the cage right on top of the action.
You could see the absolute hip control and power and this wrestling skill that Cromwell. Oh, it's out!
It's over! It's done! It's over!
Vicious KO!
He knocked him out! The ground and pound. Wow! That's why they call him Dynamite. Tripp Carter, an awesome fighter in his own right, knocked out by Cromwell Dynamite Stewart. He got him down, he got him mounted, and he just pounded away, and he is the new V3 Featherweight champion.
Wow, that was unbelievable. I knew Tripp was in an absolute bad position, but Cromwell had the most destructive hammer fist I've ever seen.
He was raining the hammer fists, and there was nothing that Tripp Carter could do. He could not protect himself. He's back on his feet. He's obviously very, very disappointed, but he's okay. He's fine. That's the most important thing, and he's being consoled. But you can see Cromwell Stewart He is fired up, and he should be. Cromwell Stewart, the new V3 Featherweight champion. We'll get the time here officially in just a moment. Stewart is going nuts. He's so happy. And we'll get a few words with our new champion as Rick McCracken will jump into the cage in just a moment. Here's the official time of the knockout. Here's Michael Kelly.
Ladies and gentlemen, here in the V3 cage at Marathon Music Works, we present the official time of 2 minutes, 12 seconds into round number 1. Referee Jason Wilkerson calls a halt to the bout, declaring your winner by KO and new V3 Featherweight champion, Cromwell Dynamite Stewart!
The question now is, will he turn professional? We do know he has the V3 Featherweight belt. He takes it away from Tripp Carter, who gives him a nice hug, and there's great sportsmanship between the two. And now let's get a few words with our new champion, who's putting his shirt on inside the cage, and Rick McCracken will run him down. What a performance. Lightning in a bottle. You can't get that shirt on, but he certainly fought like a champion, and that's what he is, a champion. The new V3 Featherweight champion. Cromwell Stewart from Nashville, Tennessee, and Nashville MMA. Here's Rick McCracken.
I'm standing here with the new V3 Featherweight champion, Cromwell Dynamite Stewart. Man, how do you feel?
I feel great. Hey, I just want to say, this fight was dedicated to my pops, man. Cromwell Stewart Sr. This for you, pops.
That is awesome, man. We love that. You set up those takedowns so perfectly. Looks like you guys were pretty evenly matched, standing up. You took him down, and that was the most vicious ground and pound with those hammer fists that I've seen, especially at this weight class.
That's Lane's passion specialty, baby. We ground and pound in Nashville, MMA.
Well, you are hyped up, man. What is next for the new V3 champ?
Man, we're going to take some time off, and then we're going to dominate the pro ranks. That's what we're about to do.
Well, you heard it here first. Here you go, the new champion, Cromwell Stewart.
There you go. We've had the belt change over a couple of times tonight. What a night it has been at Marathon Music Works in Nashville. We'll take a short break, come back, and wrap things up. You're watching V3 Fights.